Hey everyone, I'm Nick and welcome to the channel. Now one thing I like to have in my cars is Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. But let's say you have a car with wired CarPlay and you want to upgrade your system a little bit. Maybe you want to go to wireless CarPlay, maybe you want to add Android Auto functionality if you don't already have it, or maybe you want a video player, to watch videos from apps like Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and things like that. Well, today we're going to check out the ONINCE CarPlay AI Box. And what this does is it will convert an existing wired CarPlay system to wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto and add support for streaming apps. So let's check it out. All right, we have a little manual and the device itself. So it comes in a nice packaging here. Ooh, the case is a metal edge with gloss plastic inserts, but yeah, this feels like kind of like a tiny phone with the metal surround. That's nice. We have a USB-C port on this side, a card slot down here for a micro SD card. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable and a USB-A to USB-C cable. So depending on if your car has a USB input for CarPlay or USB-C input, you have the cables for both. There's also, it's a little hard to see because of the gloss finish, but there's a little LED right here, which we'll see when we plug it in. So now that we've unboxed it, let's go test out this CarPlay AI box in a car to see how it works and what kind of features it adds. All right, so we're in my 2004 Mercedes S-Class that has an aftermarket head unit that has wired Apple CarPlay. So I've got the ONINCE box right here, and we're gonna plug it into the CarPlay input. In my case, it's a USB-A plug. So I'll plug that in here. See, we're powered on now. It's connecting via CarPlay. You see the name CarPlay AI Box coming up. Now it's booting, so it actually runs Android on board. And we are in. Okay. Oh, it's rebooting to adjust the resolution. It automatically detects what your display is. And we're booted back up. All right, looks nice and sharp now. So let's take a look. Let's check out the interface. So right here we have shortcuts to CarPlay and Android Auto. We've got an exit button that brings us back into the head unit menu. We've got shortcuts to some apps, and we can swipe. We have other apps here. I guess we'll just do the tour right now. So Netflix and YouTube are built in right here. So you'd have to connect via Wi-Fi to use that. YouTube, same thing. We've got a file explorer, Bluetooth, so if you want to connect your phone via Bluetooth to make calls or play music, you can do that. Music is for onboard music, so we don't have any right now, but if you remember, there's a micro SD card slot right here, so we could use that. We have local videos, so if you want to play videos off a micro SD card slot, you could do that. So you could load them ahead of time and have them on board. Bluetooth music, file explorer, a cleanup app, settings, update. We have a shortcut to drop back out to the head unit interface. Play Store app, so you can load whatever apps you want. YouTube, Spotify, Netflix, wallpaper app, TikTok, Prime Video, and Disney pre-installed. Let's take a quick look at the settings here. If you see this dot here, that's a touch assistant. So if you need to just go back to the home page, it'll do that. Shortcut to the car menu, we've got shortcut to see what apps are open, to close apps that are open, and a back button. Now let's check settings. We've got our network and internet here. So if you want to connect to Wi-Fi, you can do it in here. What I would recommend if you're going to do this is to use your phone as a hotspot and connect to it with that. Personalization. You can actually disable this assistive touch button right here. And you can also have a permanent navigation bar if you want. You know what, let's try the permanent navigation bar. We'll reboot it. Okay, oh, see the navigation bar right here? Always open, so you have a back button all the time. And it does mean it's open when you're in apps as well, so that's gonna be a personal preference. Got our apps, storage. Looks like it's a 16 gig onboard storage, which is nice. The theme. We're in the dark theme. You can put it in light mode too if you want. Change your font size, wallpaper, engineering mode, which is going to be advanced info here. can delay the startup, delay smoothness, change screen density. There we go. And then system and the about. Let's check the about real quick. Android 12. All right, so I've set up my phone for mobile hotspot, so we're gonna do that right here. All right, now we're online. All right, now that we're online, let's check for updates. All right, let's update YouTube. It's almost installed. Okay, everything's up to date. Now let's see if it'll load. Okay, here we go. Let's put a, put a video on. Let's try this. What is this? Oh, here we go. Right, let's check this out.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick, and welcome to the channel. Now if you've been watching for a while, you may have seen this truck in the background. Maybe you've seen me put and test a couple radios in it, but normally I work on...
Nice, that's pretty cool. That's cool. So you can watch videos on it. That's neat.
European cars.
Oops.
And this is what brings them home. This...
Nice. It does a pop-out video too, that's cool. All right. So we have that. That's really neat. Now, obviously, follow the rules and where you're driving. It's much safer if you don't play videos while driving, but if you're waiting for someone, say at an airport, or you're picking someone up and they're not ready yet, you can put something on, watch something while you're parked. Now, the other thing we can do is, if you only have wired CarPlay, you can also get wireless Android Auto and wireless CarPlay. So let's test those out now. So let's tap. So now we're going to look for CP AI Box 0897, and we're going to connect to that in Android here. We'll hit pair. Now it should load up Android Auto. There we go, it's loading. I'm going to allow Android Auto on my phone here. And we're in. Nice and responsive. Got our split screen. And all the apps that are compatible with Android Auto will show up in your app menu. And if you want to drop back into the head unit menu, just go right here. Now, let's say you want to disconnect your phone from Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Just turn off your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, and it'll disconnect. And now, let's get back in here and we'll connect with an iPhone for wireless Apple CarPlay. So we're going to find CP AI Box 0897. We'll connect, we'll pair, and we'll connect to CarPlay. And we're in. All the apps that are installed on your phone that are compatible with Apple CarPlay will show up in here. And you're good to go. And you actually still have the shortcut to drop back into the main menu if you need to switch any settings here. And you can actually drop out completely into your head unit menu right here. So just jump back in and jump back in. And just like in wireless Android Auto, we can play our music. Pocket Casts. That's the app I use for podcasts.
I think it looks like a...
So yeah, that's really convenient. And you can still pop out right here. So this is really convenient and nice and compact. So you can just tuck it away. So that's the ONINCE CarPlay AI Box. I really like that it converts your wired CarPlay to wireless CarPlay and adds wireless Android Auto, and the built-in apps that are included are really convenient, especially if you have to wait somewhere in your car and you want to watch something without using your phone. Of course, watching videos while driving is not something I recommend and is illegal in a lot of places, so please use it responsibly. I want to say a big thank you to ONINCE for sending me this to review, and if you want to get one for yourself, I'll leave links in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, or you want to watch me work on cars, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.